when a person suddenly passes away, right, there are certain details that we got to register on the death cert. The doctor or whoever, that see the incidents of the person passing on will not fill out immediately without investigation.
Yep. And everything investigation is based on this report, and also because this report will be based on the doctor's report. Perhaps we could just tell you a little bit more on a death certificate, all right? Because a lot of people thought that death certificate is just to write there the cause of your death. Death certificate is a legal document. What is this death certificate is for? Is of course. It will say what is your cause of death, and also it is used to settle a descendant and estate to get all these things, and also to claim insurance proceed as well, obtain your pension and benefit as well. All these things you need the death certificate. Your family members will need this to claim all these things, all right? And of course also it is required for criminal or burial services as well. This is all personal level after one is passed on. So this is the death certificate for. So next is on a larger perspective of this death certificate is to track disease trend. Governmental department will use this death certificate to also track cause of death, and from that they will also allocate health and research funding based on the number of death based on a certain disease or certain and all these trends. All right, like now it's COVID, so perhaps they will put more focus and more energy and more funding onto doing research on this particular disease. So besides that, it's also to set public health policies. Don't only think that it is just for personal level, it's also on in a higher level as well.
And how to get someone, if let's say the family member passed away at home, right? There's no doctor, there's no third party. Well, family member cannot certify the death of a family member. You can just call an ambulance.
Yes, the hospital will come.
Correct, they will come. The ambulance officer, they are certified to certify the death of that family member.
And sometimes police will come in as well. Yeah.
Because before you even get to move the body, register anything on a death cert, you got to get someone to certify first. You are not supposed to touch the body at all.
Yes.
Yeah, no touching. Yeah, it's very sad, but you got to know all these things what to do and all that.
Hi, my name is Yvonne. I'm a certified coach to organize, run, and teach financial literacy program for kids and adults alike.
I'm Chanel. Yeah, so I'm one of the estate planner from Rockville's. I'm also an insurance planner from Holland Insurance, and currently I co-founded property rental management company with a few co-founders.
There's also a lot of things that you need to clarify at the cause of death. It's very important that you must also know what is onto it. Pronouncement of death, the date and the time of death, means what time you notice that it is dead, and they will have a calculation based on if they're autopsy, then they will have normally tell you what time roughly is the death cause. So the time of death they pronounced it, and the cause of death, immediately cause of death, underlying cause of death. This is very important. The underlying cause of death, that part is very important when you want to come to insurance. Manner of death, medical certifier of death. So these are the things that there's a terminology involved in certifying the death certificate. Because all these are very important to proceed on to what we have shared the earlier page.
Don't be surprised that the police officer may just knock on your door to interview you, to interrogate you, the underlying cause. Yeah, because there are a lot of fraud going on whereby, murder cases of the family member, to get the claims and all that. Yeah, that's why investigating the underlying cause is one of the procedure in Malaysia.
Especially when the person is young, right? Then healthy. So all these funny thing that you take into consideration, the police might just knock on your door, like what Chanel say, you are right.
Yeah, they may be very intimidating, but they are doing their job because they are using the interrogative way, right, to try to find out, whether there's a twist in your evidence, in your alibi.
Yes. Okay, so there's some case study that I've prepared because the cases that is very popular among the insurance industry. Looking at this picture here, okay, so this person accidentally, I need to emphasize of this word, accidentally maneuver his car and bang onto the tree and passed away. So what kind of death is this? Of course is accident, right? So unfortunately, this guy only got accident policy. Doctor say cannot claim. Sorry, cannot get the death claim because it's heart attack. why we share with this case, because it's based on the death certificate, based on what the doctor say, not what you say, what I say, what everyone say. No. It's based on what the doctor say, So the doctor report is very important. What the doctor write the report and what the report sent into the death certificate is very important. All right. So, but the doctor say, oh, this guy heart attack, then cannot control bang onto the tree. So the cause of the death is heart attack. He don't have a life insurance. So how? Cannot claim? Sad case. This is more sad, right? Yeah. So this one, a case study number 2. So what happened is this guy was playing at the beachy area, and the ball just throw, and he wanted to go and pick up, and he drowned. So basically, this is a drown case. So he drowned and he died is also an accident case. And same thing, never buy life insurance, accident case. So what happened to this one? What is the death certificate? What the doctor's report is? Let's see. So the case the doctor said is hydrocodone, meaning this guy before he's been taking this medicine to help in his back pain. Apparently the doctor wrote that the cause of death is because he took this medicine. Hence, he cannot claim also. So that's why the death certificate is very important, because it contains the report of a doctor's report. All right, so next case. So this old lady, she fell down, accidentally fell down, and she cannot claim also. So let's see what the doctor wrote. The insurance company refused the claim is because it says that this old lady have high fall risk, and fall was due to a guard or a gait impairment, meaning again, I check on the gait impairment itself. The way she walks is very prone to fall down. So that is what the report says. Insurance say cannot claim. So all these things happens, okay? If you're in the industry long enough, and you will have a lot of story. So what I usually tell my client last time was, how you want to 100% all can claim, whatever death also can claim on is 5 things. As a person, as a human being, you just need 5 things, and you have this 5 things, you are rest assured that how you die also you can claim. Sorry, we need to be a bit more open to this dying thing, because it's happening everywhere, every day.
Yeah, just keep an open mind today. That we have to die one day, no matter how. It's just how we die. Right, whether it is like what Yvonne say, whether it's an accident, whether you fall from the stairs, whether you get a heart attack, or whether because it's a COVID, disability, because you are getting certain cancer or something, everything is possible. And I would say that if let's say someone really dies suddenly, because our topic today is about dying suddenly, right, is before the person register the death cause, if you're not sure how the person died, shouldn't tell. You should leave it to the investigation part for people to investigate whether it's an accidental or what. But what you can tell is, you can tell the process of it, like, oh, the lady who fell down, it's an accident, she fell down. All right, at least, you leave a room for the people to investigate the causes and all, right? Because what happened is that one day, I remember that I have this friend, my colleague's parent fell down, and then because he fell down, it triggers his heart attack, and then he passed away. But because the triggering fact towards his death is heart attack, right? The doctor wrote there heart attack, not knowing that he had a fall before that. So they didn't communicate well. That's why on the death cert, it was written there heart attack. But they had I think 500,000 or 1 million policy on accidental coverage. That's why they were arguing, you see. So I would think that all these things, you leave it you got to communicate with the doctor and also the police who are investigating, tell them the process so that they can investigate, but not tell them the end process.
It's very important. What we are trying to say is the doctor's report is very important, because insurance company only look at that part of it. So
because insurance companies are not investigator. They rely on what is written. They rely on the legal document.
Yes, legal document, and they investigate based on whatever the official report is lah. Okay, so these are the 5 things that you must have. Life coverage, meaning whatever death can claim one lah. Okay, so next is so another thing that you want to claim is, what if something happened and you don't die? Something that you have to cover your disability coverage, meaning you don't die, then you cover your disabled. Okay, when you something happened to you. And also, of course, accident coverage. If you buy only accident and you don't buy life. If you die of a sickness, you do not have the coverage as well, vice versa. Okay, but life basically cover everything lah. So income replacement, all these are very important. Like 10% of your income must be protected. If you don't die and no one take care of you, you need the money as well. All right, of course, critical illness. This is the overall of insurance.